Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk? Monday, Faz, what's the update, mate? What's the update?
Yo, they let me go, man. El Chapo's nephew, man. They man let me go, man. They didn't want nothing to do with me, man. They said, yeah, you can go. I went there to see if there's anybody, Cancun FC, Sinaloa FC, if there's any players we can recruit. The next Chicharito, man.
You're a madman.
I checked out from this team, man. I had to get off, bro. I had to get off. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously my boy's season ended in it, so we went Mexico for a little preseason, for a little off season chill. So yeah, it was nice, man. It was good. I look darker than you now.
You actually do, to be fair.
Yeah.
Fair
the
enough.
melanin, the vitamin D did really well, man.
I hear that.
Sometimes you yourself go get some vitamin D, bro.
Bro, I'll get my son when I get my son, bro. Some of us got work to do, bro. You know them way there. So
yeah, you work, man. You
big
work.
Up
you
your
have
30K as well, bro. I see you, bro.
Nah, I appreciate that. You stay working because it's in your cine. Remember, you were saying in your status, business. You have to work. You have to work.
Business, bro. This is it, bro. And listen, hey, they're running CUNHA now. Go get me Xerxes as well. I mean, Cherky, sorry. Go get me Ryan Cherky, yeah. And then, do you know what I mean? Then, I don't know. Then I believe. You get me? Then I believe, bro. Ineos,
The CUNHA deal is a nice
it's a nice start, but it doesn't mean it. But it's a nice start, but it doesn't mean anything, yeah, unless we build on that momentum. Do you know what I'm saying? We need another summer like last summer. We need another 5 in.
It's better because it's being done so quick before the season ends. I like this progress.
Release clause. That's why, innit? It's a release clause, so it's easy to do. I believe Cherky's is a release clause.
As well.
Who else? There's a few release clauses.
But don't forget, Man United didn't usually used to have trigger release clauses this quick as well. Previously, we've been involved with transfers and we ain't triggered release clauses early. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think for me, CUNHA, obviously, a lot of people like the player, Prem proven, really good addition in general. But this is an exciting time, man. Exciting time to see which player goes out to replace, to make that space. And boy, Garnacho, man, oh my god, I might go on another holiday.
I think he's gone, bro. If he survives this window, I'll be very, very surprised.
It absolutely does not make sense for him to stay after. If CUNHA is gonna happen like how it seems, is no chance he's staying, bro. Because Ahmad is locked his position, Bruno locked his position, Xerxes locked his position, Eriksen's gonna go anyways. Mount's locked his position, it seems as well. And it's just Alejandro, isn't it? Because the club ain't gonna sell Mount. Do you know what I'm saying? They recently got him, and Alejandro makes the most sense in terms of profit, doesn't it?
It does. Him and Rashford. If we can sell him and Rashford, we can get at least 80 million profit, which is big in for PSR. It's very, very big. So that'd be interesting. Even Delap as well. Is that a release clause? I think it might be a release clause also.
I don't want no Delaps. Keep that name away from this show. Don't want no Delap, man. What is this every time?
So who do you want then?
I want Mateta.
Okay,
I think Mateta makes a lot more sense.
I agree.
I don't want. I got players that can play in the 9 already. I'm happy with Xerxes playing the 9 here and there. I'm very happy with that, and I'd rather see Mateta. Prem proven strong in his prime as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And these striker markets, every 6-7 months, you see a different name come about. Nobody knew about Victor Gyökeres a season ago, and all of a sudden now he's the hottest topic. Do you know what I'm saying? So these strikers, they'll come about, bro. In a year, 2 years time, when people are saying, "Oh, let's see if we can move Mateta on or whatever," as such, we'll find another striker by then. We'll find one. So yeah, Delap, bro. And Delap is gonna soon become. I hope not, but it seems like he's gonna become an Evan Ferguson story, bro. Where is Evan Ferguson? Find Evan Ferguson, bro. Where is he?
I think injuries done Evan Ferguson though. I don't think ability done Evan Ferguson though.
And these man, they're not coming to these clubs, feeling like, oh, I'm just gonna be learning the craft. they're already starters, regular starters in the Prem. They're gonna think, yeah, I want to do regular starter minutes, even if I go to Manchester United. It's like Rasmus Højlund should have never been a regular starter. He
He
looks
should
like
never even have been a signing, bro. Based on his statistics, he wasn't
statistically
even the
never.
most. He
Yeah.
wasn't even the most accomplished striker in Serie A. It was a bizarre signing. It was a SCG signing, innit? That speaks for itself.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like the Delap signing at all. He's too young for the pressure.
I think
That
I
CUNHA.
like the Delap signing with Xerxes up front. I do. Xerxes up front and Delap to be a supplement striker to Xerxes, bro. So I would start Xerxes in the 9 next season. He would be my number 9, and then
I want a different.
I would get Mbuemo and
Buemo's a good shout, yeah.
and CUNHA. That's what I do. Mbuemo, CUNHA, and Xerxes front three
I
is
want a
fucking
different
ridiculous.
profile to Xerxes. Do you know what I'm saying? That is like Delap, Mateta, these sort of out and out number 9s. Obviously, you know me, I've always been critical of an out and out number 9. That's what I wanted. Even when Xerxes was early on, I was like,
but if you're
he's
getting
not.
goals from Mbuemo and CUNHA, you don't need an out and out number 9.
I hear it. Yeah, I agree. But visually, I just like to see my team have an out and out 9. You know, like it's just nice to have a 9 that can get goals from aerial threat. But Mbuemo can do that. CUNHA can do that. When you have Ahmad, these sorts of players chipping in 10 goals, everybody, you easily rack up 40, 50, 60 goals. From in a team setting. When you do have a number 9, you can almost get too narrowed into playing for the number 9. Like, for example, City do. Do you know what I'm saying? And it can be a negative impact if the number 9 gets injured as well. So I get that perspective. I do understand it, but it's just a personal preference. I just like, an out and out number 9, bro. I always have. That's why I like Mateta. I would have liked Osimhen for that as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear that still. But no, we have to see, man. We have to see. We just need to keep Xerxes, bro. We just need to keep him. I'm seeing links to Inter. And to be honest, yeah,
That'd be disappointing.
it'd be very disappointing. If I was him, I would go to Inter Milan. I'll be honest, because it makes sense.
Because it's better for his career, yeah.
It's way better for his career. The system suits him. He'll be used the way he's supposed to be used. He'll be appreciated the way he should be appreciated, bro, because he's rated very highly in that country. So,
and it's a stable club, don't forget, as well. It's a much more stable club.
Way more stable, bro. Like, if he goes there, he's playing, and they play a 2 up front as well. So he ain't got nothing to worry about. He would absolutely cook there. But we take a step backwards if we get rid of him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we take a step back, because if we lose him and we see him as a 10, then it means we now need to replace him with another 10. If we lose him and we see him as a 9, we then need to bring in 2 9s, because surely we're going to get rid of Rasmus. Surely, even if it's on loan, we're getting rid of that guy.
A lot of people might be shocked by this, but I think if Man United do sell Joshua Xerxes, I think I might as well be manager out at that point. I think I couldn't see that.
I agree. I agree.
I'd be
because the manager is the only reason why he would leave.
I'd be absolutely heartbroken. I'd be like, what are we doing when we finally backed you to this point? And that's like saying, sell Ahmad, for example. If we sold Ahmad for someone,
I agree. In terms of talent, losing someone like Xerxes will feel like losing someone like Ahmad. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't happen. Definitely not before players like Rasmus. Like, this is where this club has always failed. We seem to get rid of our more talented players before our less talented players. We always seem to sell the wrong people, bro. Like, it's a real problem at this club, and it has been for a while.
Yeah, and that's something I'm wary of. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. I think the club, all of these links are just rumors. I think the club are fully aware. It's considering how we expect Ineos to run the business is other players that need replacing, the Johnny Evans positions, the Ericsson, the Luke Shaw. What we're gonna do with Dogu, Anthony, Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho. It's a lot of other factors before we can even get to these sorts of players. Like, if we are making transactions with players like Xerxes before some of these other players that are on loan, I mean, just an absolute shambles. Absolute shambles and an embarrassment, really. Other teams will be laughing at us. And they will pick our talent off. They will look to start picking talent off. And also, what message does it send to other young, talented players when they're coming to Man United? Like, bro, they're not even trying to keep me here. Man's giving them bare good games, and they are not even trying to keep me, and they're keeping these dust players. Like, why am I even going to go to Man United unless it's for money? And it's repeating the same cycle again of bringing players in for money. Now is the time. With this CUNHA deal, it's the perfect time to kind of reset and let these other players go. Do you know what I'm saying? I saw a post the other day about potential Man United kits for next season, and people were saying, "Oh, thoughts on this kit, blah blah blah." I said, "Bro, fuck your thoughts on the kit. Think about who the hell's gonna wear it."
Yeah, no one get, bro. I don't care about the kit, man.
I ain't trying to see no Hoyland wear this kit, man.
I'll be honest, football kits are only memorable, yeah, if the team play well in them. That's the reality. All the football kits we remember,
yeah,
we remember good moments in that kit. We haven't had great moments in many football kits. Like, we haven't had a memorable football kit for a long time. Do you know what I mean? We probably haven't even had a memorable Adidas football kit.
I mean, the Ronaldo return, innit? That was the only one.
Even that, I think the most memorable Adidas kit was probably Jose's first season. And that's it.
Yeah.
With Pogba and Zlatan. Like, that's it, because we won the double. Other than that,
Pogba wore this one as well. And remember this one, Team Viewer one.
But that reminds me of Ronaldo. That's the Ronaldo one, right?
Yeah, it's the Ronaldo one. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the Ronaldo one. So yeah, it's just one of them ones where, yeah, man, forget the kits, man. It's one of them things where we need to start winning. When we start winning, the kits will actually have meaning. Until now, the kits don't really have meaning. Like this season, I really like our blue kit and I really like our white kit, but we ain't done nothing this season. So we've wasted 2 really nice kits on a shit season, bro. Like, and now they're gone. So
chat to me, catch me up about your kind of mind frame on the losses, because obviously I've not been able to keep up, but I've been keeping up with the results and highlights and stuff. And bro, it's like I was just thinking in the back of my head, like, how are you flaming the manager? How many ways are you gonna grill him? So catch me up on.
Bro, I'm sick and tired of this guy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing this guy's got statistics comparable to Derby County.
And Derby County, by the way, they've chopped and changed managers a couple times.
Brother, these man said that we had 30 points in December, bro. And we're in May and we've got 39, bro. This manager has accumulated 9 league points in 5 months, and they're telling me that it's not his players, he needs more time. This is the shit, that I'm having to listen to right now, bro. I can't lie. This guy should be out of a job already. The guy that replaced Amorim, at Sporting has been sacked. No, he got sacked, and then they brought in someone else who won the league. So the guy that replaced him lost his first few games, got sacked after a month, and then they brought someone else in, and that second person won the league. So Sporting
tells you how tough the Portuguese league is, isn't it?
Yeah, but it also tells you, that Sporting have higher standards than Man United. Because literally, it looked like they weren't going to win the league, and they sacked my man because the benchmark was the league. Do you get what I'm saying? That was the benchmark. Whereas us, they must have brought him in to get top 4 for sure, because we are 4 points off top 4 at the time. You pay that money for that manager because you think that he's going to take us upwards, not downwards. Do you know what I'm saying? So with that in mind, he's already failing. What was the point when you said, nah, enough is enough? There is no point. The guy has lost This guy has lost more games than he's drawn and won combined.
The numbers don't lie.
They're crazy. They're worse than Gary Neville's at Valencia, by the way.
No way.
They are, bro. Look up the Gary Neville stats, bro. Hey, he's won less games and lost more.
You know, like it's getting to a point where I'm like, there's that Future song, Top Down Pushes, I'm so used to this. It's like, bro, Yeah, getting pumped with goals. I'm so used to this, bro.
Bro, we are so used to it, bro. It's
Bro, I
crazy, but
saw.
I'm getting angry now, fans, bro. Like I'm at a
Don't
point
get
now
angry.
where
Like,
I could, bro,
I
like
saw
I'm at the
Unai
point where,
Emery.
like, bro, my head's gone, you know. Like, brother, I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything positive about this manager, bro. I'm sick of him, bro. Like every
I
time I
can't.
see his face, bro, I'm just sick of him. Like I am with him now, yeah, where I was with Ten Hag already. You know what I was there, like, bro, I'm where I was with Ten Hag already. Do
But
you
you
know what
know,
I'm saying? In
relationships can be
6
like
months.
this. If the start is bad, the you know, you can only go upwards from here, innit?
No, no, bro, because you don't build foundations on you don't build a house on shaky foundations, bro. The foundations are shaky with this manager
Yeah.
from the beginning.
I saw this thing. Did you see the Unai Emery clip about him looking at the Man United score against Chelsea?
No, but he said something like, "Oh, we knew they were gonna lose," kind of thing. Yeah, he kind of dropped it like that. Like, of course, man, we're gonna
How,
lose.
man? Like he literally laughing like like a meme, and he just said, "Yeah, we expected it." I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow,
See, look at this. Amorim
wow."
got 14 losses in 26. Neville had 11 in 28. That's what
Bro,
I'm saying, my brother.
it's just crazy, man. I find it. I find it crazy. I feel like I'm sorry, Rants, yeah, but you've lost me to the mutants. Like you have, bro. Because I'll be on TikTok saying we're going to Bilbao. You lost me, bro. I got no chance. I am so drained, yeah, from the Eric Ten Hag era. I just have nothing left in me, bro. I can't. If he sells Xerxes, yeah, if he loses on Wednesday, then I'll be like, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, F this, bro.
Brother, if
Yo,
he sells Xerxes, now there's rumors of Gyökeres for
F this.
55 million or something. If he sells Xerxes for Gyökeres, brother, he might need to meet me in the car park, bro. I swear down, bro. We can scrap, fam. I'm telling you, because, brother, no fucking way. You know them way there? No way. If you want to bring in Gyökeres, cool. Xerxes can't leave. Impossible.
Yeah.
I thought you're supposed to be making our team stronger, not weaker, bro. You don't get rid of Xerxes and lower our technical floor to then bring in fucking Gyökeres, bro. Don't make no sense.
Absolutely,
I can't lie. If you want to
yeah.
bring in Gyökeres to score goals, you keep Xerxes there, bro. Like there's no
It doesn't
two
make
ways
sense.
about it,
And
bro. Do you know what I mean? Rasmus got to go.
we need more attackers anyways, because I'm just tired of seeing too many defenders on the pitch, bro. How are we gonna score? Yeah, how are we gonna progress the ball if managers substitute an attacker for defenders every game? Like how I had to fight people for Mourinho against Mourinho football for years because they said Mourinho football is so defensive. But even Jose's football had attacking aspects, and he wasn't as defensive, bro. This guy is just so defensive. Like,
yeah, this guy's making Jose look like
imagine
he's
being
making
Ruben
Jose
Amorim's
look like fucking Ange Postecoglou, mate. You know what I mean? He really is,
bro. Imagine being Ruben Amorim's missus, bro. Like, this man is just he just, bro. Imagine arguing with Ruben Amorim on. Imagine the defensive arguments from him. Can never get a word in.
It's crazy, bro.
So defensive. I just look at it and I think this is so blatant.
Why are United fans putting up with it? Like, why are they putting up with this brand of football?
Because
bro?
because European football, because trophies, because Arsenal. Because you look at Arsenal, for example, and you see how much of a laughing stock they are, and they can't win anything. Yet, for some reason, Manchester United continually win something season in, season out. So I think that's the only reason. I think the fans, myself included, is just like winning trophies is the only thing that matters. Forget the league for now. You know, we'll get to the league top 4 when we get to it. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll get to it when we get to it. But it's because we're used to it. We're used to the ownership being poor previously and businesses going bad. You know, we only have to compare ourselves to Liverpool, which we should be doing, and saying, bro, how have them man done it in one season? Just boom, like that. And they want to do it another season, next season. How are City, trying to go again after winning the 4P? How are Chelsea chopping and changing and still managing to compete in European final and try and compete in top 4? Do you know what I'm saying? How Nottingham Forest doing it? We just have to compare ourselves to those half, but we don't do it. We don't. It's just the fan culture has become very much, if you're not positive, just don't say anything. If you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything. That's what it's become, innit? And we faced this during Ten Hag. It was very, very hard to face during Ten Hag. I think people will definitely turn on Amorim more come next season, first 5 to 6 games. First 5 to 6 games, they will turn if he doesn't start the season running.
And that's assuming that he wins the trophy.
Yeah, that's if he wins the trophy, yeah.
Assuming he wins the trophy. I can't lie. We should beat Spurs.
But it's the repeat cycle, by the way, Rants, because if he does win the trophy...
Yeah, then it's Ten Hag all over again, bro.
Yeah, middle of the season.
Over again. And this is what I'm saying, yeah. If we lose, he should get sacked. And if we win, he should walk, bro. Like, there's no reason for him to be manager at the start of next season because I can't see it ending any different to Ten Hag. Managers don't turn things around. Not when they get this bad. They never do, bro. Like, it's unprecedented.
It's unprecedented. I've not seen it. Even Ancelotti struggled with Real Madrid. Do you know what I'm saying? In this year. Yeah. And he's had to part ways as well. So
and he's won a couple trophies this season.
As well. Yep. And they obviously said, yo, you can go after a certain date. Like, that's how mad that is. The level of difference from where we are now to top 4. Let's say, you know, the expectation of Man United is top 4 next season, minimum, right? That's the expectation, minimum. The expectation is domestic trophy semi-final, European semi-final.
Manager, it can't be because you can't expect him to close the gap from 16th all the way 16th,
up. 16th, yeah. Do you 12 position jump? Has it ever happened before? What position was Nottingham Forest before last season?
I'm not sure, bro. But they weren't that low down.
Can someone tell me in the chat how many positions did Nottingham Forest climb this season compared to last season? Because I don't know if Ruben's the person who can make that sort of jump, bro. The football he plays, especially if this was a free hit season, you know, considering he saw the league, it was by the time top 4 was already out of his reach, he should have been going for it every game.
Yeah,
he should have been taking risks, but he hasn't. Instead, I don't know what sort of defensive football he's been playing, trying to teach the player how to defend, this, that, the other, the mix-up of lineups, the mix-up of players, the misprofiling of players, getting signings, playing them in the wrong side, you know, jinky-janking with Xerxes, saying he's a 9.5, he's an ounce, he's a 3/4, I don't know, man. Then it's all just a shit show. And Europa League, it was just Crash Bandicoot football. A lot of luck is involved as well, isn't it? A lot of luck is involved as well in the Europa League. So he's going to really get found out next season. And I feel like there is a part of me that feels like even if he wins, they're going to sack him. I actually think they're going to sack him, even if he succeeds.
They should sack him, even if he does win. What was I going to say? All I needed was 2 games to clock this manager's bullshit tactics. Quite surprised many people couldn't clock it. Even Man City game was one defensive as fuck. Bro, Nedu, you are right, but you know what it is? I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, from the off, I wasn't really a fan of a lot of things, but I said, you know what? I have to give it the benefit of the doubt. I have to make sure I've got a big enough sample size. 2 games isn't a big enough sample size, isn't it?
No.
Because when there's 2 games, it's not beyond reasonable doubt. Because with 2 games, you can say, all right, maybe the players just haven't acclimatized to what he's trying to do and stuff. Like, it's not beyond reasonable doubt. Now, over 30 games is a much bigger sample size. So now he's had over 30 games. No one can tell me he hasn't had long enough because managers don't usually even get 30 games performing like that.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah,
he should still be there, bro. He should be sacked. Bro.
Sean Dyche, you heard the Sean Dyche what he said, didn't it?
Oh, that killed me, bro. Yeah.
Another one
start winning some games, mate.
Just straight up, like 4-4-2. It ain't hard. They got some decent players. Like, why are you complicating things? And then when a manager like Sean Dyche says that, you start looking at your club and you start thinking like, we're such a joke man club, bro. Like, what kind of joke man club? Like, what the hell? This is just a madness. And the fans are used to it. That's the most important thing. Is Rants. It's gonna be a losing battle with every manager that comes into Manchester United, bro. The fan culture right now is at the pinnacle and peak of you know, just toxic positivity, bro. That's just what it is. Top Reds and all of this, the young Top Reds, it's just toxic positivity. I feel like because he came in middle of the season, It's not that I want to see him turn it around. Yes, I do. But I just feel like there is a layer of unfairness the way he was signed, man. Yes, he agreed to it. Yes, he came in.
Unfair to who?
To the circumstances that he got dealt, which he knew.
But why is it unfair? Loads of managers go into clubs in the middle of the season. What's unfair about that?
Maybe unfair is the right word, but you know, it's just there's a layer of like just bollocks, really, isn't it? What he's come into. So you got to give him that grace, not of a season. No, you don't have to give him a grace of 17 losses.
What is he come into, bro? I don't think that you can make excuses.
He's walked into Rasmus. Come on, he walked into Rasmus Højlund.
He knew right? Rasmus Højlund was there.
This is what I'm saying. So as much as I'm trying to give some reasoning, my reasoning probably isn't gonna reason because he knew everything before he came in. Yeah, you're right. I think that one of the key things that he done really well is play Ahmad, didn't he? Like realize that Ahmad is a key player of the team. Like unlike the other manager, unlike the last manager, obviously Euro as well. Yeah, he got Dorgu. I get he got Dorgu, and this was a signing that everybody was screaming and shouting about. And I tell you what, Dorgu ain't even better than
Malacia,
Evra's nephew, bro. What's his name? Malacia. Yeah, he ain't even better than Malacia, bro. He's not. He is not better than Malacia, bro. No, fuck all he's shown that people. But again, he was given that signing 30 million, thinking 25 million, thinking he's gonna add to the system. He's just not. I just feel like as a manager, he's just not got a lot to work with, and it's just like I've been saying, it's a cocktail of players.
You mean he's got not a lot to work with? What do you mean?
The players don't complement each other in the team.
I don't necessarily.
On any given match week, our starting 11 is just not complementary. The back line isn't complementary of the middle. The middle isn't complementary of the front line. There's no sync in the team. And yes,
I don't necessarily agree. I don't necessarily agree. I just think that the wrong players are being picked together.
Even listen, how many starting lineups have we seen under this manager? Of course, we chopped and changed so much. He started Eriksson. He started freaking Binder. He started everybody that you can.
Yeah, name. But he hasn't picked them in the right synergy and the right combinations, bro. He hasn't done that. Like, bro, there's no excuses for this manager, bro. Faz,
it's not an excuse.
Now, Faz, listen, he's been here for 7 months and he hasn't been able to find the formula, and he works with these guys every day. 7 months is long enough to at least find a way of putting out a cohesive team, bro. If you can't do it, then you need to fucking leave, bro.
Well, I do get, and you know what? It's fair because there were game weeks when we were thinking, why is Xerxes not starting? Why is Højlund starting? Why is Xerxes started last week and not starting this week? You know, I do get it. It's
brother, this guy convinced us that Xerxes was a 10, yeah.
I do get it.
And then all of a sudden he's playing him up front. Like bro, like what are you doing? And then you told us Bobby can't play in the double pivot. Then you played him in the 10, then in the 9. Now he's back in the pivot dying again, bro. Like, what's wrong with this manager, bro?
The chopping and changing of players' positions is too much. It's too much. It's so bad. It's so bad. I feel like if Ineos have any brain cell in them, they will obviously sack him after the Europa League final and say, listen, this is just, it's just we don't see you coming top 4 even with the players. And the fact that we have to buy the players is a mad thing as in itself, because we signed you telling you you're not going to have a January, and you begged in January for a wing back, and we signed you in the middle of the season, you know, telling you come top 4. That's just we didn't actually ask for Europa League, by the way. I'm sure Man United did not say, yo, win the Europa League. They said, yo, actually come top 4. Get us.
For sure. That's what they would have brought him in for. And like this thing here, 2 managers both failed. Look for the commonalities. Yeah, the commonalities are they both came from weak leagues, bro, and had no Premier League experience. That's the commonalities with the 2 managers. People gonna say it's the players. No thanks. No Prem experience, came from weak leagues, bro. Both overrated managers, bro. Dead food managers. We should have employed a manager from within the Premier League. That's it. That's the commonality. he can fuck off. Like, I'm not trying to hear none of this. I'm not trying to hear none of this whatsoever, because you can't tell me, yeah, this brother's saying, oh yeah, that he came into Xerxes. I mean, he came into Hoyland, yeah, but he also came into fucking Rashford, bro. And I'm not Rashford's biggest fan, but
Anthony as
Rashford,
well.
yeah, Rashford and Anthony. Rashford ain't a worse number 9 than Rasmus Hoyland. I don't care what anyone says. And I don't even rate Rashford. Like, bro, you man know, I don't rate him at all, yeah, but he's not worse than Rasmus Hoyland. It's impossible.
No,
And when he went
it's
to Villa, he
impossible.
played down the middle.
It's impossible.
So he could play down the middle for us. If he played all the games that Rasmus Hoyland played, yeah, he would have contributed with some goals, at least.
Yeah.
He would have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So this guy, yeah, he's the one who chose to stick with Rasmus Hoyland over Marcus Rashford. He chose
Nah,
that.
I hear it.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's the one that chose, yeah, to let Anthony go when Anthony and Ahmad were linking up really well on that right-hand side, and the statistics were proving that them two on the right-hand side was the way to build the team. And he just ignored that, bro. They were doing breakdowns on Sky Sports saying, yo, when them two are both on the pitch, this is when we're scoring goals. So the manager decides to get rid of Anthony. And now Anthony, yeah, is one of the players of the season, yeah, in the Liga. A man's talking about physicality. This manager's a fucking cowboy, bruv. Like, what's he talking about? He's a fucking cowboy. That's what he is. Like, there's no two ways about it. There's no way, yeah. There's absolutely no way you can make excuses for what this coach has done. He's come in. The Brea has accumulated 9 points, yeah, since December. He's loaned out 2 of our attackers that we needed and not replaced them. He swapped
And replaced them with a wing back.
He swapped Malacia for Dorgu, and Dorgu's not better than Malacia. Malacia just won the league. Now, bro, it's a nightmare. Malacia won the league. Anthony's going to qualify for the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? And Rashford got to what? A Champions League quarterfinals or something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, like, none of his decisions have been good. Like, none of them. Like, Rashford left us and was starting for a team that's above us, that have a better attack than us. You taking a piss?
Don't forget, Sancho left us, been to a Champions League final, and now another European final, innit?
Come on, bro. It's nasty. Do you know what I'm saying?
Data is just like,
brother, it's nasty, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Hansi Flick didn't have his own players, just won a treble.
Anthony's not qualifying for Champions League, is he? Because if you win the conference, you go to Europa League.
No, but I think they can get a Champions League spot if they finish in the top.
Oh,
5.
sorry. You mean okay. Yeah.
I think they're on course to finish in a Champions League spot anyway.
Right. Okay.
So, bro, like,
some cracking goals. You know what? Actually, in fairness to him, excuse me. In fairness to him, he's been scoring some banging goals. Not even like easy goals. It's been cracking goals. Some cracking football he's been playing. At the start, I was like, oh, they're gassing up the highlights. But eventually, when I started seeing the goals, I was like, nah, fair play. Really good goals, man. Really good goals. And it shows you how much belief from a manager environment can have an impact on a player as well. Massive impact.
Bro, for me, I can't deal with people defending this manager. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't deal with it. My thing is,
I hear it.
It's what he's doing is indefensible, bro.
It's worse than Ten Hag,
yeah, bro. It's indefensible. At worst, you could sit there and say, "Oh, you know what? Like, I see why you're frustrated, but I'm gonna give him time." That's fine, but man can't be trying to defend this guy.
There's no. Whenever I try and give reasoning, I just find myself arguing myself, really, because I'm like, wait a minute. I swear he did this as well. I swear he did that as well. And he did that. Like, how am I gonna actually say anything? Yeah, you just have to stay silent. Just have to stay silent, bro. That's all it is. It's the culture is Rants, you gotta understand, yeah. The football culture is like we're in a banter era where we, TikTok and Instagram, where we bantering other clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, fans are bantering. Oh, we won a trophy. We want this. What did your club win? What did your team win? Nothing. That's just what it is. It's not like back in the day where league people were concentrating in the league, like, top 4 battle is on, relegation battle is on, all of this. Have you noticed back in the day, Man United, Chelsea, back and forth, bro, league positions were massive. You were counting down like points to the last day of the season. Not doing that no more. Now it's who's in what cup competition. Like Crystal Palace just won the FA Cup, yeah? Massive, all over everywhere. Liverpool won the league. Allow it, man. Begs. Allow it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's just how mad it is, football now. That's how I see it, anyways, on social media. It just seems like that Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup, it was it, but possibly because they won it, obviously, against City, so it was bigger news. But that's just what football is now. Even Arsenal losing the Champions League, yeah, it's just massive news rather than Liverpool winning the league, for example.
Bro, it's foolishness, bro. Do you know what I mean? Look at this moron as well, bro. Man said, yeah, he had bare injuries and still got.
Don't call him a moron, man. He's in your chat. He's a viewer.
No, he's a moron. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's man talking about? He had bare injuries. Who's the bare injuries? We ain't had bare injuries. Xerxes got injured recently.
Mino, Xerxes.
Xerxes got injured recently and he wasn't playing Xerxes. Xerxes was on the bench. Ahmad's the only injury to a player that he was actually playing.
Mino was injured as well for a little bit.
He wasn't playing Kobe. Kobe been on the bench. Kobe ain't really started under this manager at any point.
Even when he was fit.
Yeah, it's just Ahmad. Like, that's it.
Oh, Aiden, Heaven.
Again, like, he played 2 games, bro. You know what I mean? He played 2 games.
Mags, I tried to help you there, bro.
This is what I'm trying to say. Well, man could say Lissandro Martinez, maybe. Like, bro, we don't even miss Lissandro. People forget he plays for us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Luke Shaw.
Do you see what I'm saying?
You know,
like, bro, like the injury thing is so blown out of proportion. Oh, we saw what he done at Sporting. Oh, guess what? Sporting just won the league without him.
What was the Rants? What was the one thing? If you could say one thing, that one moment where you started looking at the manager like, yo, F you. What was that? I wish
there was one moment, bro. There was
there must be, man. Have a think. Have a think. What was the one moment?
There's loads of moments, bro. There's loads of moments. The guy's substitutions are crap. His lineups are crap. What he done to Xerxes, that subbing man off after like 25 minutes or something like that, that was some dickhead thing. The Bret tried to freeze Casemiro out the team as well. Tried to sell Cass and Xerxes in January. Got rid of Anthony and Rashford without replacing them, and then came out with that moron comment about physicality, why Anthony's doing well instead of giving him his flowers. Where else can we go from this? Do you know what I'm saying? The guy loves Luke Shaw and Mason Mount, bro. 2 players that are fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? Loving Mason Mount is a red flag. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you're persevering with Rasmus Højlund. You're not giving anyone else minutes up front. I'm not saying if you don't rate the young Chido, then that's fine. But then play someone else up there. We've seen Arsenal play Marino up front. Why don't you play someone else in the 9? You can see that Højlund's struggling. You just keep playing him. Do you know what I'm saying? Dallo at left wing back, dying for the whole season, bro. Like, he's better on the right than the left, but you're still playing him on the left. Bro, we can keep going on. Man came out and said, oh, we need to win a title for Bruno. That, bro, do you know how many things this manager's done to piss me off since he's been here, bro? Do you know what I mean? I wish I could mention one thing, bro. I wish I could mention one thing. He's done too many things that are fucking unforgivable, bro. The guy said that fucking Bruno, yeah, should play behind the ball. He can't play in the 10. Now he's playing him in the 10 every week. He said that Kobe can't play in the double pivot. Played him in the 10, in the 9. Now he's back in the double pivot again. Like, brother, what are we doing? Like, how many things is this fucking guy done?
But what was the first one? What was the first, like...
I can't remember that far back, bro. Like, this guy was giving me irritations, yeah, from the first month he came in, but I just had to keep it to myself. It's the reality. From the first month, bro, we couldn't even beat Ipswich in his first game, and I was like, you know what? It's the first game. It's all right.
Nah.
We couldn't even beat Ipswich. And I said, no. I said, it's okay. It's okay. This guy had Casemiro high pressing. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Do you know what I'm saying? And then he said, oh, Casemiro don't suit my style of play, throws him out. Now, all of a sudden, him and Cass are best friends, and Cass is starting all the big games. Bro, Cass is saving his job.
For me, I think when I started seeing that he was benching Mino over Alejandro early on,
Bro, that's another thing. The Garnacho thing as well. We could have sold
I
this boy in
was
January.
like,
Could have sold him in January.
I didn't know what the hell he was doing. Like, I remember when Napoli and all of that stuff happened, yeah, and we were looking at possibly a deal making it happen, and I see him just starting him, and I remember one game week,
bro.
Yeah, one game week, I was like, oh, why is he starting Garnacho? Because the links are so strong. Mino's there. He can play in the 10, you know. He's clearly identified, you know, good position for Ahmad. You know, why can he not do the same for Mino? And then I just see like him starting Garnacho whilst the links are happening, yeah. I was just like, what is this, by the way? Like, am I like really thick, or am I just witnessing like a sabotage mission here of the club? Then the other one was when I seen him sign Dorgu. This is again in January. And the first game Dorgu played, I was in Old Trafford, and I seen my man on the right-hand side. And I remember Top Reds like talking to
that as
him,
well.
like,
We just signed him. Man was saying we need a left wing back in the first game. They played him on right wing back. Then he's talking about Y Scout. Hey, brother.
I swear to God, yeah. I swear to my mother.
Y Scout.
I swear to my mother's life, yeah. The Top Reds looking at each other next to me saying, yo, I swear he's a left wing back. I don't know why I was in such defensive mode of the manager. I said, no, he's a right wing back. I lied. I lied to the fans in the stadium just to defend the manager, man. I lied. And then I knew deep down he wasn't a right wing back. But I thought maybe the manager's onto something. And then when he said Y Scout in the presser, oh my days. I said, nah, please get this Twitter tactical out, man. Because I remember when he first started, he was picking certain positions and players, and me and you and Saeed, we were gassed, man. We were like, yo, he's picking things like we want him to pick. You know, he's really out here picking. But afterwards, it's just like,
I don't know about wanting to pick, bro. Before he came in, I said he should have used Garnacho and Anthony as wing backs, and he didn't.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That.
And he did
that with Ahmad. You know, he did that with Ahmad.
Yeah, but he should have used all the attackers as wing backs.
Yeah,
all of them. Do you know what I mean? He started playing defenders as wing backs, bro. Mazraoui and Dallo, wing backs every game. That's when he lost me. That's when I realized this guy wasn't trying to win games, bro. He was just trying to not lose them. You can't call that a 3-4-2-1. He plays a 5 at the back.
When I remember one time when I think Xerxes had a fantastic game, and the next game, it wasn't. The chat will know what game it was. It wasn't an important game, but he played Rasmus over Xerxes, and Xerxes could have done with the run of minutes as well. And I was just looking at him thinking, like, why are you doing that? Like, what is the reasoning behind it?
Bro, this guy don't like footballers, bro. That's why, like, I don't know how much he's got to do with the incomings. I believe he doesn't have much input on the signings. Honestly,
he shouldn't do. Yeah, he shouldn't do.
I don't think he does, bro. But he just doesn't like footballers, because I remember, I think it was the Everton game. Who scored? Rashford scored a couple and Xerxes scored a couple in it, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that in the press conference after the game, the manager was like, "Oh, like he's really talented. He does some really good things on the ball, but he needs to get in the box and this, that, and the other."
Oh yeah. He said he needs to. He said he's a 9 or something. He said he's a striker. He needs to get into the box.
Yeah, he needs to get in the box. It's like, bro, allow it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this manager has a way of telling us things he should be telling the players. Now, why does he need to tell us that? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the time,
but you're gonna say that because you're upset at him.
No, but it's a fact though. Like, why does the manager need to tell us shit that he should be telling the players if he believes that? Do you know what I'm saying? Because me as a coach, I don't feel like I need to criticize my own players in front of the public. I just don't feel like I need to do that, bro. I'll be honest. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, I just don't believe that that's how we do things. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't do that if it was my friends. Do you know what I'm saying? If it's my brethren, I felt like they done something wrong, bro, I don't need to criticize them in public. I'll fucking speak to them in private about it. But But in public, bro, I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. When he talks about players he don't like compared to players he does like, you can see a very clear way in how he communicates. Like even the way he communicated about Anthony's loan deal, he could have just said, "Yo, he's doing really well. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy for him." That's all he needed to say. Why did he need to come with the negative shit about the physicality of the league and stuff? Why was that ever necessary? And that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. Yeah, I have to read between the lines with everything because I need consistency in behavior, bro. Like he doesn't speak the same way about everyone. When there's players he don't really like, he speaks a certain way. Do you know what I'm saying? And when he likes certain players, look at how he's talking about Mason Mount. Oh, we're so happy with him. He gives everything.
He said he loves him, innit?
You see what I mean? This guy's a fucking moron, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man will come out and say he loves Mason Mount, but then when he's talking about Xerxes, or when he's talking about Kobe, yeah, or when he's talking about Anthony, he's always got something to add to the end that's a negative, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's bait. You don't like these guys, bro. Like you're making it so bait you don't like them. And this is what it comes to, bro. Like you just talk too much, bro. You just talk too fucking much, bro. And this is just what it is, bro. Like even with the Casemiro thing, the guy flat out said it's not impersonal. He just don't fit the profile of what I need as a player. 2-2s, he's coming out saying, "Oh, I've learned how to use him." What do you mean you've learned how to use him, bro? No, it's not you've learned how to use him, bro. You was dying. He's come in the team. He's played well, and now you realize you need him, bro. You didn't learn anything.
He treats interviews like therapy sessions.
It's mad.
He almost like owns up to his mistakes and stuff and rectifies. Kind of talks to himself a bit, you know, during
but he just goes into these press conferences and just waffles, bro. Do you know what I mean? This is what he does, and fans want to make excuses for him, bro. Fans want to make excuses for him. I told man already when I was watching Sporting, how they build up. A lot of the time, they got the ball at the back, slow build up, and then they'll fizz the ball straight into fucking Gyökeres, bro. They'll bypass the two in midfield, and he'll go straight into the striker's feet sometimes and try and play from there. A man thought we was gonna play out from the back and play through midfield. We ain't playing through no midfield, bro.
So why is the football different to how it was in Sporting? You know, why is that?
Because in Portugal, he's got better players than everyone else, bro. And also the intensity is not the same.
So that's why you can't credit Sporting winning the league after sacking a manager and then getting another manager, because just the league itself is the way it is, and Sporting have better players than everyone else. So I hear at the start of this conversation,
this is why you should not sign managers that are coaching at big clubs in small leagues, bro.
But we were happy with him
because you don't know how good they are, bro.
But we were happy with him. We both sat.
We're allowed to be happy with him, bro. We're allowed to be happy with him. Hindsight is 20/20 for a reason. This is what people need to understand. Do you know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, yeah, there's a lot of managers that have done really well in smaller leagues and have come here and failed, bro. Frank de Boer is one of them. Do you know what I mean? Villas-Boas is another one of them. Like, do you know what I mean? From other leagues, bro. Like, just because you win the Dutch league, it doesn't mean that you're a top manager. You could just have a top team. And the same goes for the Portuguese league, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just because you win the Portuguese league, it don't mean you're a top manager.
Right now, who would you want Manchester United to look at if if they're parting ways with Ruben? Who would you want Manchester United to look at?
Thomas Frank. Look at Thomas Frank. Look at Thomas Frank. Look at Glasner. Look at Iraola. Those are the three managers in the league that they should be looking at. They shouldn't be looking at no one else.
Inzaghi
won't come. We tried to get Inzaghi before, and apparently he wasn't a fan of the project, bro. He's Italian. He's not going to leave.
And he's doing well there as well. So yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to leave, bro. He's got everything he needs there. I don't even want Xavi. For me, I need somebody that is Premier League proven, understands the demands of the Premier League, and also understands the profiles of the players in the Premier League. Because I want to recruit mostly from the Premier League. So I want a manager that also knows these players. Knows the players in our team and knows the players
Graham
on the
Potter
other team.
was that type of manager, and look how Potter turned out. It didn't turn out well for him.
Yeah, but Graham Potter's not Thomas Frank, bro. Thomas Frank, yeah, has been with Brentford for so long, yeah. He's lost so many players, and he still keeps maintaining a high level of output, regardless of losing his best players pretty much every summer. That's not easy to do.
Marco, what about Marco?
He's too defensive. I don't like him. Another Portuguese terrorist. So yeah, I don't. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What, bro?
Oh, Rants, man.
Bruv, Thomas Frank has Brentford, yeah, scoring hatfuls of goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So with Damgard and them man there, bro, you have to rate the thing.
Safe. Thomas
So
Frank.
yeah.
What's
so
his,
yeah, get Thomas Frank, bro. Get Thomas Frank and Mbuemo, and we're good. You know what I'm saying? Give Brentford a nice fee for both of them, and we're cool.
But ain't he from the same country as Rasmus Island?
He is.
Love it.
He is, but Rasmus has to leave anyway.
What's obrigado in Danish, bro? Because man ain't trying to see obrigado Danish version again, G. Like,
no, I hear it. I hear it, but we need to get him out, man. We need to get this manager out. I'll be honest, bro. Like, regardless, we need to get this guy out of here. Like, guys, I can't stress to you enough, yeah. I said it. Like, I remember watching the final with Ten Hag, and I was thinking, bro,
you're just angry, innit?
I was like, bro, if we win, yeah, and we end up being stuck with him, yeah, we didn't really win. You know, them ones there, like, it's a net loss, like. Yeah, and this is what it is. This is what it is with this manager. Like, I'm so sure that this manager is gonna get sacked next season. We might as well just do it in the summer, no matter what.
It's like, you know, gamblers, when they gamble, they be gambling all night. Yeah, they've lost like £1,000, but in the end, they end up winning like 550 or 600. You're still at a loss of like 400 G. Like, but inside it feels like a win because the ending, you know, you ended on a high, innit? That's what it is. That's basically what it is. You've lost all night, and now at the end, you're going on with a little bit of change. But overall, you've, like you say, it's a net loss. And you know, people just be like, oh, you know, yeah, go again, innit? We go again. So yeah, I hear it. I get it, bro. I get it. What are your thoughts? I mean, what are your thoughts on Wednesday?
Bro, listen, we should beat Tottenham. They've got loads of injuries. However, am I confident we beat Tottenham? Absolutely not.
Who's their injuries? What injuries they got?
Maddison's out. Kulusevski's out. I know that for sure. That's big misses for them.
So that's it then, isn't it? It's game, set, match. If two of their biggest players are out, Son is going to be there. Who else? Solanke is going to be there.
Maybe Bergvall out as well. Bergvall's a good player, man. I can't believe we had him on and Sarr as well. I can't believe we had Bergvall on trial and we didn't sign him. He's a very good player, man. Man said, am I willing to wait 3 years if Thomas Frank to implement his system? He didn't start well at Brentford. Brother, what league were Brentford in when he started there, and what players did he have? Do you want to put that in the chat for everyone? This is Manchester United, my brother. Like, what are we doing here? That's like Eddie Howe, bro, when he started at Bournemouth. Yeah, he needed time. Yeah, he was in fucking League 2 or something like that, bro. You know what I mean? Look what Eddie Howe done in Newcastle with a different caliber of players. Like, we're Man United. Like, why? Like, what are we doing? Like, we're Man United. If he comes into Man United, he'll be coaching a level of player that he's never coached in his career. That's got to mean something. Imagine if you're Thomas Frank and you end up with a fucking 5-time Champions League winner. He ain't coached one of those. Do you get what I'm saying? You get to coach World Cup winners, Champions League winners. I'm sure someone's won the Euros as well in our team. Like what are we doing it?
He was an assistant manager at Brentford first, wasn't he? Thomas.
Bruv. The bottom line is he's a fully fledged, experienced Premier League coach now. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. All the stuff before it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
He started a while ago, bro.
Yeah, it don't mean nothing. He's been there for a long time, bro. Like this guy's he's battle hardened. He's a seasoned.
This is it's true. You know, he's got mad years of championship experience. He's got,
and that's the most competitive league in this country.
I'd say one of the most competitive in the world,
for sure.
If you look at it compared to the top 5-6 leagues, it's crazy. And not only that, you know, another thing that's notable as well is whilst he was in Brentford, they came up and they didn't go back down, which is usually the case with teams that come up from Championship. And they have gone from strength to strength as a Brentford team. They've done, you know, really well. They've done well in domestic trophies throughout the years as well. You know, going, I think the quarterfinals Carabao Cup they went last time I remember, but I don't know since then if they've done a mad run in a domestic. I think quarterfinals is the only one last year and like a good few years ago. But like I say, the most important factor is they got promoted and they didn't go back down. And he's moved his way from assistant manager to manager. And usually you would see that assistant managers who become managers, they just be there for a year and then they get moved on. But he stayed because clearly he's shown his worth in it to the club. Losing the biggest striker in the league, one of the hottest strikers in the world, Ivan Toney, and still,
bro, that is the kind of manager that you back. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what Sir Alex Ferguson thought he was doing with David Moyes, getting someone that was at Everton that had been in the Premier League for a long time and understood the league, and he thought, cool, we can do it with David Moyes. The difference is David Moyes has not got the tactical nous, the tactical flexibility of a Thomas Frank. He doesn't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where he's the best suited manager to deal with this Man United team that is a team that's been built by loads of different managers. He's the guy because he's someone that's tactically flexible enough to try and get a tune out of these players and find a system that works best with what he has. He has that. He's not going to come in and say, I'm only going to play this system. He'll look at the players he's got and he'll try different things. And we've seen it with Brentford. He plays a 3-back sometimes, a 4-back sometimes, 2 up top sometimes, 1 up top sometimes. This is what you need. And especially at a club like Man United, where you're going to have loads of different players that have different qualities, you need to be open-minded. Do you know what I mean? You need to be open-minded. And what if Thomas Frank fails? He won't fail. But if he was failing, you sack him again, bro, until you keep getting the right one. But I don't think he will fail. And the reason why I don't think he will fail is I believe, that if we get 5 more players in this window, that's 11 players altogether under Ineos, 5 in the summer plus Dorgu. That's almost a whole new team again. Like 11 players is a whole new team and it's more than half a squad. So if you give Thomas Frank another 5 players, and you add them to the players we've brought in and we keep players like Casemiro and stuff like that, I believe our squad is very strong and it's a good squad for a manager like Frank to have. He would have never had a squad that strong. And he's got Brentford 8th right now. Do you get what I'm saying? He's got them 8th right now. So you give him Man United squad, look what he's doing with it. This Man United squad plus 5 signings. One of them being CUNHA. Come on, man.
Yeah. Don't forget was it like how many 3 seasons ago when they came 16th? They had a bad
seasons ago.
Down. I remember they came 16th and then last season they came 8th, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And the jump, obviously jumping up that many positions in the Premier League speaks volumes. And then this season, he's probably going to finish the same 8th, 7th, around that region. So yeah, it speaks volumes. Basically, it speaks volumes of his credibility. I do understand. The best piece of data for me is how long he's been in a club. it shows that he's able to kind of live up to the club's expectations.
And also, he's been there through multiple rebuilds.
Yeah.
So he knows how to build a squad because he's been there.
Yeah. The amount of transfers he's gone back and forth. Yeah. Yeah. Most definitely. Ivan was obviously played under him and done a madness under him as well. And so are the players that are currently in there as well now. So yeah, he's doing really, really well. Is he ready for the jump in the Premier League? Probably a better manager than.
I think the only way to find out is by giving him a chance.
Yeah, we gotta start being in a hiring and firing mentality, but we're not gonna be. We just Man United fans are not like that.
Yeah, but fuck the fans, bro. The owners need to be in that mentality, and that's all that matters. Do you know what I mean? The owners need to be in a hiring and firing mentality.
Yeah. We're not that type of mentality club. Do you know what I'm saying? Where
like this comment said he's flexible, he ain't stuck in his ways, he looks at the team and adapts. This is exactly what we need.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas Ruben, on the other hand, is by fire.
Win, lose, or draw, it's the same shit system. Yeah, he just keeps changing players, bro. We need a goal, and he brings on 2 centre backs, bro. Listen, my days. When will it end? You get me? When will it end, mate? Like, honestly,
hopefully soon,
brother. This pussy all better just win on Wednesday, because if I have to listen to my brother flapping his gums on Wednesday, it's gonna be a
you might just start swinging, innit? Just
start swinging at bro.
Just start swinging at expressions, bro. Just start swinging.
Nah, bro. We don't fight, bro. We fight other people. You know,
you've never fought. You've never fought your brother.
Not as an adult. No, hell no. We used to fight as kids. I'll never fight my brother. That's mental.
Yeah, but the way he be trolling you, like sometimes you just gotta.
It's fine, bro.
Give him one bang in the kidneys, innit?
Nah. That's crazy.
Oh, you man don't even play fight.
Nah, no. Nah, bro. I got that energy for other people, not my brother. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyone else can get it though. Do you know what I mean? But my brother, nah, bro. No way.
Yeah, but I've seen the rage in your eyes, you know, in your podcast. Sometimes you just like, yeah, I can see it in your eyes, bro. Your eyes.
Bro, he knows. Do you know what I'm saying? He knows, bro. Like my brother knows me. We know each other. I could just look at him and he knows. All right, cool. That's enough, innit? Like we don't need to. You know, that's what we need to do.
No, I hear it. Yeah, hopefully, Wednesday we get the result. I'm very nervous though. I don't know why. I'm
not even nervous. I'm just not confident, bro. Like I literally, I don't really get nerves when Man United play anymore, because like you said, I'm just so used to losing. Do you know what I mean? It's not even a nerve thing. It's more of there's no confidence. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it is. There's just no confidence. There's an absence of confidence. And the absence of confidence is not nervousness. It's just, it's almost nothingness, bro. Like I don't feel anything.
Yeah, I hear it. But yeah, listen, we're gonna find out this time next week. We'll be having a whole different conversation, man, and we'll see where it's at.
We're gonna see people. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, big up everyone inside. Make sure you run up the likes. Subscribe to Planet Faz. The link is in the title. You already know what time it is. What you got coming up anyway for the rest of the day, week, whatever?
I'm traveling, G. I'm gone, man. See you a lot later, man. Enjoy the transfer window. I don't know where I'm gonna be on what date and time. And just there'll be loads of vlogs, man. There'll be loads of vlogs from me traveling. You know what I'm saying?
Man like Faz, you know.
Just traveling.
Man like Faz, you know. Fuck it, you know me. I can't
gotta keep up with the tan. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that, bro. I hear it. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside, man. Man are redirecting to the show with Don. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, we'll be back here in just under 15 people. Smash the likes, guys. Make sure we get these likes up, man. And I'll see you guys in a bit.